Don Havre with the real estate firm in the Tri-Cities in the state of Washington. We're talking about the home buying process today. So let's say that we've gone out and we found your perfect home for you. You already have your lender's pre-approval letter, so what's the next step in the process? Well, the next step is that we have to prepare your earnest money agreement. Now, when I first started the business, many of the associates with whom I worked indicated that it used to be a very, very simple process. It would be a one-page form. Well, if I go to the file drawer today, we have well over 100 forms in the state of Washington that real estate agents can use. Now, our job to protect your interests is to find out exactly what you desire to do and make sure your rights are protected and select the appropriate forms. Now, we have a basic residential purchase and sale agreement, and it's a 5-page document. In that 5-page document, we have identification of the buyer, the seller, the property, the closing date, who's going to be doing the closing, who we're going to use for title insurance, how we compute time, and other issues. In addition to that, we have addendums that we attach to this particular file. Now, the most common addendums would be financing. Let's say that you need to get a loan. It might be an FHA or conventional, and we'll indicate what kind of loan it'll be, how much down payment you're going to do, and typically you have about 30 days to get your loan in place. If that's going to be an issue, then we'll want to make sure that we extend that. The next one deals with title. We want to make sure that there's a title contingency in there so that the title, preliminary title, is really free of encumbrance, or it will be free of encumbrances at the time we close. So there's no surprises in that particular title report that you might object to. The next item deals with home inspection. We always recommend that you have a home inspected, even if it's new. Now, we find that over and over again that it may cost a little bit more to do that, but it's really good insurance to have that home inspection. Typically, you have 10 days in order to have the home inspected, and that becomes a contingency, a part of the sale. So if you find something wrong with the home, you can serve notice to the seller and you can terminate the transaction if you so desire. We typically will use an optional sales paragraph, which will identify square footage issues, whether or not we can use emails, etc. And we may have what's classified as other documents that would be appropriate to a specific situation, could be dealing with wills, what have you. Well, that's kind of an overview of what's going to happen next, but I can assure you that Michelle and I are going to do our job to make sure that we protect your interest. So as we move through this home buying process, you're going to be well informed and you can feel very comfortable that you know what's going on. Once again, thanks for watching.